Now that, my friends, is without a doubt the most incredible semi-professional amateur tiny house I've ever seen. Welcome to beautiful Southern Virginia, where we are visiting the winner of my sort of contest I ran for What Did You Do This Year Building Series contest. And I am at Eli's house, my friend and fellow YouTuber who built this himself with a little help from his dad and his brother Parker, who filmed the whole thing. So we're gonna ask Eli some questions, see if he's worthy of this semi-professional amateur badge, and show you guys what he did to get this baby to where it's at today. Let's get after it, baby.
I'm Eli Chapman, and this is the tiny house that I built for $1,500, and I'll take you guys for a tour. So let's get after it.
Let's do it, baby.
All right, guys, before we keep watching this incredible episode on this phenomenal YouTube channel, we're gonna take a minute and thank this video's sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is a membership-based online learning community. The Skillshare community has millions of people learning from all kinds of creative professionals. From video production to animation to something as simple as crafts, there's a professional on Skillshare that can teach you what there is to know to become very proficient in that creative type of work. Why I like Skillshare so much is it's for everybody. It's for beginners, it's for professionals, and of course, it is for semi-professional amateurs. No matter the time that you might have in a day, most of their courses are less than 60 minutes, so you can fit it into any schedule of any kind. One of my favorite parts about Skillshare is that if you're a member, you have unlimited access to every single course and class they have to offer. One of the things that I want to get a little bit better at and explore is illustration. And there's a great course by Gia Graham where she teaches you and helps you explore how to use Procreate and make really cool lettering and fonts, etc. Another awesome thing is that Skillshare is always adding new classes and courses and things for you to learn. So don't waste any time. The first 1,000 people that hit the link in my description below will get a free trial of their premium membership. You won't regret it. And thank you, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to the video, shall we?
So the trailer that we use for it is a bass boat trailer, so it's around like 10 by 4 feet, and we got that off of Craigslist, wheeling and dealing with that. We used this plywood siding since we were planning on doing board and batten, but we thought that this would be easier and better. And then there's just 1x4s for the trim, and we use hardy board shingles on the top. So probably the hardest thing on the whole outside of it was probably the shingles, because we didn't really have a right thing to cut it with, and the angles were pretty hard to do. So the roof is actually reused roofing from a press box off of that they use in baseball, and we had some trouble aligning it with the purlins since they're already pre-drilled holes, and we had to use some caulk to caulk up like all the holes. All right, so the sliding door is $40, and we got it off this at some guy's house off the side of the road. And
did you have to ask him?
Yeah, it was only $40, so pretty good deal for a sliding glass door. And if you come inside, we have pallet wood walls that were only actually $30 to build everything from the nails to the polyurethane and even the pallets. It took us quite a while to do those, so.
Do you know how many pallets you went through?
Probably around 40. We ripped them down on a table saw and chopped the ends off with the chop saw, and then we nailed them to the studs. So
they're all like probably 32 inches.
Yeah, they're all around 32, 16 inches. So this windowsill and along with the table is some old wood that we had in our attic. That's probably around 100 years old when our house was built. and it's been sitting up there in 100-degree heat and up for 100 years, so it's pretty seasoned. So it can sleep actually 3 people in here. The futon, you can pull this out and you can sleep 2 people on here, and then the hammock, you can sleep another person, which just comes across here to another eye bolt, and you just attach it in. You can hop up there and you can sleep a person there, and then it actually sits 6 people. You can sit 4 people on the futon. You can sit 1 person in the hammock, and we have a fold-out bungee cord chair that you can just fold out and sit another person. The LED lights, they're 30 feet of the LED strip lights, and we just put it up against the bottom of the trim, and it looks pretty good, and it makes it feel 10 times bigger than it did without them. I heat the tiny house with this little space heater, and it actually heats it up so good that I can have it on the lowest setting and it heats it up to around 64 degrees. And it takes not too long to heat up, and it's pretty good. So I set this up right on this top of this hill, and we can look over on our property to see our cow pasture and then a field over there. And it's actually, we can move it since it's on a trailer anywhere on the property, except unless it's like on a hill that's like that. So I use this kind of for homework. I sleep out here every weekend, and it's pretty nice just to come out here and have some time to myself and get away from my brother. And just like a little hidey hole, just to get away from reality.
Nice.
I learned not to go too big on a really small trailer because I had some crazy ideas on what to do, and I noticed that they just wouldn't work when we got the trailer. So this actually turned out much better than I thought it would, and if you guys want to build a tiny house, I'd totally recommend it, not just because it's a spot to stay and have a little spot to do schoolwork and all work in, but it's just fun just building it and learning all the cool things about it. Since we're done with it, I'm kind of just looking for another project to do, so that's why we're starting on some more projects. And yeah, it's kind of sad that it's all over with. Yeah, I didn't really do any prepping for it. I just kind of got into it and didn't really stop, and had no experience with any power tools, and now I just really enjoy building. So the person who inspired me is the person behind the camera, Woodness himself. And he inspired me by building the cabin, and I just decided to build it, and it's pretty neat.
Being able to say that you made a tiny cabin or tiny house at the age of 12 for $1,500 is absolutely incredible. And for that, I award Eli Chapman the badge, the official badge, for being an official semi-professional amateur. Congratulations, Eli. Welcome to the club. If you want to check out Eli's full build series on his little tiny house, be sure to check the link in my description below, and I'm gonna link his YouTube channel where you can see start to finish all the eps. Make sure you check them out, like and subscribe. It's awesome stuff. Plus, stay tuned for the next episode where we are going to feature the full video of his start to finish build. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Mwah. Peace.